We're almost out of juice. I can't believe it. Our next stop finds us in Texarkana, Texas, and we're gonna get to the border, which runs right through the post office and the courthouse. How are we out of juice? Something must have happened. Anyway, we'll see what's next. Somehow I turned on the camera while I was driving, and I ran about an hour worth of dark, and the battery ran out. This has happened in the past. I'm not sure why, but I wanted to take a picture of this statue, which is to our loyal Confederates. Now, they're our enemy, plain and simple, and we stomped them into the ground. Why in America do we still have statues of our enemies? I don't see a statue of Adolf Hitler anywhere. Why do we have a statue of Confederates feeling sorry for themselves because they started a war that they couldn't finish? So here you have it. We are in Texas and Arkansas, two bastions of the South, of Dixie, of the Confederacy. So we are strangers in a strange land. So I'm going to charge the camera while we drive, and hopefully I won't screw up again. Our next stop of the day, with a more fully charged camera, finds us in Hope, Arkansas, the boyhood home of President William Jefferson Clinton. Now, he lived in this house until he was 3 years old, when they moved to Hot Springs, Arkansas. According to the plaque, this is at 321 East 13th Street in Hope. Here's what the neighborhood looks like. There's a National Park Service something or other here too. This is right off the freeway, so we thought we'd have a little peek at this. So here's what the neighborhood looks like. I'm sure that the neighbors are tired of tourists like us standing out in front and taking pictures, but, well, move. And here you have it.
Smile.
Our next stop finds us at the President Clinton at the National Park Service historical site. We may go in and see what makes this historical compared to the boyhood home that we just saw, and the fact that President Clinton was born in the hospital and not in a home. So, and I have my National Parks pass to let us in for nothing, so. You want to walk in?
Yeah.
Let's go in. After talking with the National Park Service gal, who is very nice, this is the home that President Clinton came home to after he was born and taken home from the hospital. That he lived here as an infant and a young toddler. Then he moved with his younger brother Roger and his mother and his stepfather to the house that we were just at on East 13th Street. Then he moved to Hot Springs, Arkansas, etc., etc., eventually ended up to be our 42nd president. I bet he could be elected now if he ran if the Constitution didn't prohibit it. So here's his view. You see a lot of it's different. It's not bad temperature-wise. It is humid and it is a little warm, but not real warm, not hot. We're gonna get gas in town and get a little something to eat probably. Here's a sign. We drove around looking for this place. The signage was rather poor. George and I put our heads together and we still couldn't figure it out. So, There's Shannon looking at the obelisk. So we'll see what's next. After resting at the hotel, and I took me a little nap, we're at Dixie Stevens Park in North Little Rock, Arkansas, watching the Arkansas Travelers play the Springfield Cardinals in Texas League Baseball. Texas is 2A baseball, which is higher in Stockton and San Jose that we've watched, but not as high as Sacramento that we've watched. So here you go. We're going to go inside and watch us a ball game and eat. Right, Shannon?
Right.
Except you don't get to eat.
Then you don't get to either.
I don't need to eat. I'm fat.
That's right.
Oh! You stabbed me on the film! All right.
Yep.
We are now inside Dixie Stevens Park, home of the Arkansas Travelers. George was saying that he thinks the team is named after Robert E. Lee's horse, Traveler. And that's not out of the question because on their hats is a horse. So we are in the South and there is no escaping it. So here's a shot of the ball yard. And we're sitting right down in those, in the seat still in the sun where the guy in the blue is. Far down, I'm cleaning something. So we're gonna find our seat. We're sitting all the way down the first base side. George is informing me that this is where they like to sit, and I'm good with it. I just like being at the ball game. Guy walked by with the last name of Wellman, and I wonder if it's Brad Wellman, who's about our age, from Castro Valley High in Castro Valley.
I went all the way around the other edge of the stadium, and by the time I walked around there, I finished it, so I already ate. If you, the concession stand that's at the other end is called the Bacon Station.